Okay, my name is Sharon Taylor. I'm an Assistant Chief Constable with Devon and Cornwall Police, and I've been a police officer now for 30 years and 8 months.
My name's Mary Wilcock.
My name's Sarah Roberts.
I'm a police administrator and I deal with the finance side of the role, and I've worked here for 10 years.
I also work for admin services. I've been here for about 8 years. I started off temping and I've been in a permanent role for about 3 years here. I do general admin and finance as well.
So my name's Tanya Mackenzie-Clark, but everyone calls me Tatty. My role at the moment is the Operations Training Inspector in Learning and Development, and I have been in the organisation almost 25 years now.
I'm Janice Adam. I am a full-time Police Federation representative, and I'm the Equality Liaison Officer for the Federation and the Vice Chair of the Devon and Cornwall Police Federation.
I'm Chief Superintendent Julie Fielding, BCU Commander for Cornwall and the Isles of Scilly.
My name is Sandy Brooks, and my role is Head of Call Management and Communications and Contact Services, commonly known as CMCU, and I've been in the organisation for a little over 22 years.
My name's Nikki Leeper. I'm currently the Programme Delivery Manager for the Strategic Alliance, implementing the business cases as we bring the two forces together on collaboration opportunities, and I have been in the organisation for 12 years.
My name is Sam Dorea. I'm a Detective Superintendent with Devon and Cornwall Police.
My name's Julia Wordley. I've worked for Devon and Cornwall Police for 32 years this year. I am now currently the Force Estates Facilities Manager, a role which I'm really enjoying, and I've been doing this for quite a while now.
My name is Nikki Cann, and I'm currently the Internal Communications Manager, and I'm covering for Tamsin Boyd, who's on maternity leave.
You know what, I can't believe that it's now been 100 years since women got involved in policing to the extent that they have, and I think it's really important that we take time to look at what women have achieved and celebrate how far we've come in 100 years. And it's interesting to think that I've literally been a police officer for nearly a third of that.
100 years of women in policing is an absolutely phenomenal achievement. For me, it's about the journey, not just as in policing, but women itself. And when you look at the parallels that women in history have played along the same timeline, there's some fantastic achievements that have gone on. It's also worth reflecting on the journey that we've still yet to go in terms of reaching that equality, and what a fantastic contribution and difference that we've made in society with our roles within policing.
For me, it's really important to celebrate our success. We do not do enough of this, and for me to be chair of the Women's Network currently in force and to hold 3 events that are coming up in September, October and November to celebrate our achievements and to look to the future. What else can women do in policing? There are so many changes in roles and opportunities, and I think there's so much more that we can do.
I think it's the people.
The people definitely would be, yeah, we have a real good time while we're working.
You get a real sense of being part of a team as well, rather than not even just this little small admin team, part of the wider helping.
Yeah, I'm really proud to work for the police, always have been, and I enjoy my job. Yeah, it's good.
Well, I think we owe a lot to those who've gone before us, actually, and I think that women bring particular skills and strengths into policing, and so many people who've gone before us have not pulled the ladder up behind them, and they've encouraged us, and I think that adds to where we are today. And I think because of those women, we have the opportunities that we have now in terms of the breadth of things that we can do in policing and a number of different ways in which we can serve our communities.
I think it's an amazing achievement. I think people forget how far we've come in a comparatively short space of time. I think it's important to celebrate, and I think recognise all the achievements of everybody who's really struggled before.
The 100 years for me is very important when you look back about what women used to do in policing and how we've developed, really from as little back as the 1960s and now what women are asked to do or potentially could do. And one of the areas really for me, and I feel very passionate about, is trying to attract more women, particularly into the operations department. This is quite inclusive within the organisation, particularly around the males sort of colleagues, but a lot of females are sort of a bit reticent, and it's about selling what operations do. It is a great field to work in firearms, within driving, public order. There are big aspects that we want to try and include more people to try and come forward and to sell that right at the very beginning when they join the organisation as student officers. So for me, it's about developing the role now as females in the organisation and moving that forward.
I think it's really, really important to recognise the role that women have in policing, but also to recognise where we've come from. So maybe what it was like 100 years ago and the development to what it is like now.
It is so important because we are a major part of the organisation. Within my career, I have seen women in the service go through various stages, from the perception that we're there to make the tea, there to take the minutes, and now we are a real focal point in the organisation where we are along with our male colleagues, we are leading the force.
I think it's amazing that we've come so far. It's a shame it's taken 100 years, but we're getting there, and it's really good. What do you think?
Same.